Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see the continuation for the lesson 10, that is surface chemistry. The next topic is what is the adsorption of this isobar isotherm. Okay, first we are going to see the topic adsorption of this isobar. So what is mean by adsorption? Adsorption we already told, it is adsorb on the surface. So that is here the variation of the adsorbent at constant temperature. The adsorption takes place at the constant temperature. First we are going to see the how it will be takes place. First one is the physical adsorption, that is x by m. What is x? What is mean by x? X is equal to, that is adsorbate. Adsorbate means the molecules can be adsorbed. So that is adsorbate. So that is m gram of adsorbent. This is called as adsorbent. Adsorbent. What is isobar? So what is isobar? Isobar. Iso means that is same. What is bar? That is pressure. Okay, so that is here. That is variation of adsorbent at the constant temperature. That is x by m. X is equal to adsorbate. That is m gram of this adsorbent. So that is called as x by m. Now it can be explained using this. It is plotted against the temperature. So that is the physical. It takes place in the two types. That is physical adsorption. Physical adsorption, and another one is chemical adsorption. Chemical adsorption. Okay, the physical adsorption, the chemical adsorption. So first one is, we already know that in this physical adsorption, the temperature will be at constant temperature. So that we are plotting this, that is x by m is plotted against the temperature. So that is, this is at constant temperature. So here, that is the graph, right? This is the graph. So here, that is the temperature plotted against x by m. It will be increases. The temperature will be increases. What will be happen? So the temperature, the physical adsorption will be decreases. In the starting, it will be increases. The temperature will be decreases mean it is also decreases. So that is the thing, that is physical adsorption. What is mean by chemical adsorption? The chemical adsorption is also the temperature will be increases. What will happen? The temperature will be increases. But in the chemical adsorption, it will be increases, then decreases. So what is the reason? So this is the x by m. So what is the reason? In this, the temperature will be first increases means, what is mean by chemical adsorption? Due to the formation of the chemical bonding. So here, that is the point. So in this point, again, this point is called as activation energy. What is mean by activation energy? So here, during the formation of this any chemical bond, it requires some amount of energy, right? So the temperature will be increases. The molecules are bonded with the substance. So that is, it is adsorbed. So in a particular point, that energy is called as activation energy. After some times, the temperature will be decreased. The temperature will be again increases. What will happen? The adsorbed molecules are started to desorption. The process is called as desorption. What is meant by desorption? That is removal from the surface. So that is the substance can be removed from the surface. So that is the reason the temperature first increases, then decreases. So that is called as. So what is the reason? The decrease at high temperature is due to desorption. The kinetic energy of the adsorbate increases. The kinetic energy of the adsorbate. So this is the difference between the physical adsorption and the chemical adsorption. What is x? The x is equal to adsorbate. What is m? That is adsorbent. So here, that is, this can be explained by the, so this is called as adsorption isobar. Okay, this is, next we are going to see the adsorption isotherm. So next one is adsorption isotherm. What is adsorption isotherm? That is adsorbate, adsorbed, and pressure at constant temperature. So here, that is various isotherms of this equations were suggested. Out of this, the Freundlich adsorption can be explained here. That is here, adsorbate, adsorbed, and pressure at constant temperature. So what is according to Freundlich equation? What is the Freundlich? That is x by m equal to, that is Kp 1 by n. That is called as, this equation is at constant temperature in this gaseous molecule. P mean that is gaseous molecule, that is the solid substance. The same equation we can write, that is x by m is equal to k C power 1 by n. C is equal to constant. This is called as solution. So in solution, this equation can be x by m is equal to k into C 1 by n. So using this equation, we can taking the one simple derivation is the taking log on both sides. So that is log x by m is equal to log k into P1 per n. So that is log k. For multiplication we can write plus log p per 1 by n. So this is also log x by m. Now again, so this is log x by m is equal to log k plus 1 by n log p. Okay, this equation, it is similar to y is equal to mx plus c. From this equation, what is y? This is called as y is equal to, this is mx, right? M is equal to, that is log k. So that is y is equal to mx plus c. So this is c, right? This is c means that is log k. So this is m is equal to 1 by n, right? So that is x is equal to log p. So this is x is equal to y is equal to ms plus c. So that is, this equation explains one the increase of the x by m with increase in pressure. So that is y is equal to mxp. So what is m? M is equal to 1 by n. What is c is equal to log k. Okay, that is the intercept. This is called as y is equal to mxc. What is c? That is the intercept. The intercept equal to log k, that is intercept. Y is equal to mx, that is the slope. So the slope means, that is slopes gives, that is 1s value. This is called the slope. This is called as intercept. That is intercept, this is slope. So this is the equation. Using this is also can be explained using this adsorption graph. So how to draw this graph again? That is the physical adsorption plot against the adsorption. So here, that is the same equation here, that is two graphs are there. So here also some two graphs are there, right? That here, that is the pressure, here also pressure, right? So here x by m, this is also increases, here also log x by m, that is the log x by m. Okay, so using this graph, that is here, this is again isotherm plot xm against the pressure increases means the slope is also increases. So here, that is equal to x by m. So this only x by m is directly proportional to the p per 1 by n. That is this is the only curve will be obtained. But here, that is one straight line will be obtained. What is the slope? So that is already we calculated, no? That is the slope. So here, so the slope is equal to 1 by m. Okay, so that is the intercept, that is slope, this is the another one. But what is the reason the changes will be occur mean? They not explanation, they are not given. That is the limitation of this equation. What is the limitation mean? This equation is purely empirical and valid over only the limited pressure range. The values constant k and also found vary with the temperature. But what is the variation in this graph? This cannot be explained. Okay, so this is only for the theoretical explanation. Only the derivation will be given. This is called as isotherm or adsorption of the isotherm. So next topic is catalysis. What is meant by catalysis? Everyone know about the catalysis. What is meant by catalysis? So in the starting, that is in 1836, the Berzelius identified the certain substances. They loosen the bond in reacting the molecule. So sometimes it will be increase the rate of the reaction. So what is, they don't know how it will be understand how it will be changed chemically. So in order to indicate that property, he gave them some name catalyst. So what is meant by catalyst? It's a Greek word. So that is wholly to loosen. So they loosen the bond. So that is the reason it will be increase the reaction rate. So that is it. Later on it is identified. It is a chemical, it is a many substance which retarded the speed of the reaction. So later on it is found that is called as catalysis. What is meant by catalysis? Catalysis is defined as the substance which alter the rate of the chemical reaction. What is meant by catalysis? Substance which alter the rate of the rate of the reaction. The substance which alter the, so that is the which alter the rate of the reaction. It is increased by the presence of the catalysis. But in this catalysis, the rate of reaction will be the so here again it will undergo the chemical changes. This phenomena is called the catalysis. What is meant by catalysis? Which alter the rate of the reaction. Is the substance which alter the rate of the chemical reaction. It's that is undergoing during the chemical changes. So reaction நடக்கும்போது இப்போ வந்து 5 minutesல அந்த reaction நடக்குது. அந்த reaction நம்ம ஸ்பீட் பண்ணனும் அப்படினா we are adding some catalyst. Catalyst mean is a chemical substance, nothing but is a chemical substance. So here it is again classified the two types, that is positive catalyst and negative catalyst. Positive, what is meant by positive catalyst? Positive the catalyst means the rate of the reaction is increased by the presence of the catalyst, that is called as positive catalyst. Suppose we are adding some catalyst, it increase the rate of the reaction. So that is it increase the rate of the reaction. That is called as positive catalyst. What is meant by negative catalyst? They decrease the rate of the reaction. That is called as negative catalyst. So decrease the rate of the reaction. Decrease the negative catalyst mean negative catalyst, positive catalyst. The catalyst which increase the rate of the reaction means, suppose you are adding the catalyst, the rate of the reaction will be increases, mean that is called as positive catalyst. So what is meant by negative catalyst? So the decrease the rate of the reaction, that is called as negative catalyst. So next we are going to see the what is meant by homogeneous catalyst. What is homo? Homo means same, right? What is homogeneous catalyst? That is the same. Homo means same, that is the reactant and the product are the same for the catalyst. So that is called as reactant and the product is also present in the gaseous form. So that is the reason called as homogeneous. The reactant and the product and the catalyst is also same state. So that is called as homogeneous catalyst. So here that is 2SO2 plus, again this is one example, nitric oxide, again it will be 2SO3 plus NO. That is the catalyst will be regenerate. Okay, so here this is also gaseous molecule, this is also gaseous, this is also gaseous. This NO is a catalyst, right? So catalyst, this is also gaseous molecule, this is also gaseous molecule, this is also gaseous molecule. All the reactant and the product and the catalyst is also gaseous phase. So that is called as homogeneous. So this another one is so many and decomposition of acetaldehyde and hydrolysis of cane sugar. The mineral acid is a catalyst and the ester hydrolysis. These are all the example of the homogeneous catalyst. So what is meant by heterogeneous catalyst? Hetero means different. Heterogeneous catalyst. What is meant by heterogeneous catalyst? Hetero means different, right? So heterogeneous means different types of the reactant and the product are in the product and the catalyst are in the different phases. So that is called as heterogeneous catalyst. So that is in the contact process, the manufacture of SO3 process is prepared by the action of SO2 and O3. So that is the heterogeneous catalyst example. Contact process SO2 plus O2 in the presence of palladium or vanadium pentoxide. Okay, vanadium pentoxide to form the SO3. Then the preparation of SO3 that is the vanadium pentoxide is a solid, this is the gaseous molecule, the reactant and the product are the catalyst, the reactant and the catalyst are in the different phases, so that is called as the reaction, the catalyst is present in the different phases, so it is not present in the same phase, so that is called as heterogeneous catalyst. So this is also, so many examples are there. Again another example, preparation or synthesis of ammonia, N2 plus 3 molecular hydrogen, that is iron. So iron is a solid, so remaining the gaseous molecule. This is also example of heterogeneous catalyst. Okay, so many examples are in your textbook, so see the textbooks, the heterogeneous catalyst, so that is the Haber's process. So any two examples you learn, so this is the heterogeneous catalyst. So next one is, what are the characteristics of the catalyst? So what is the characteristics of the important 5-mark question? What are the characteristics of this catalyst? So for chemical reaction, catalyst is needed very small quantity. The catalyst enough for a bulk reaction. So what is the meaning for that? ஒரு reaction நடக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா ஒரு small amount, a pinch of catalyst is enough to ஸ்பீட் அப் த ரியாக்ஷன். ஒரு ரியாக்ஷன் வந்து நல்லா குயிக்காக நடக்கணும் அப்படின்னா நம்ம கேட்டலிஸ்ட்டில் ஒரு கொஞ்சம் ஒரு பிஞ்ச் ஆஃப் சால்ட் இஸ் ஸ்மால் அமௌண்ட் இஸ் quantity is needed to enough for the reaction in the bulk. Another one is, there may be physical changes but the catalyst remains unchanged. Chemical composition, a chemical reaction. ஸோ இப்போ என்ன சேஞ்சஸ் நடந்தாலும் அங்கே வந்து அந்த கேட்டலிஸ்ட் இப்போ நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணும்போது என்ன சேஞ்சஸ் நடந்தாலும் அது வந்து ஆல்டர் ஆகவே கூடாது, எந்த கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷன்லையும் இன்வால்வ் ஆகக்கூடாது. ஸோ ஒன்லி இட் வில் ஸ்பீட் அப் த ரியாக்ஷன் அதை ஆட் பண்ணுறதுனால ரியாக்ஷனை ஸ்பீட் தான் பண்ணணும், அதனுடைய கான்சன்ட்ரேஷனோ கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷனோ சேஞ்ச் ஆகக்கூடாது. ஸோ தட் இஸ் த செகண்ட் ஒன். எ கேட்டலிஸ்ட் சிஸ்டம் cannot initiate the reaction, it means it can not start a reaction and is taking place, but if the reaction is taking place is slow rate, it can increase. So what is the meaning for that? So the catalyst, it cannot initiate the reaction. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? கேட்டலிஸ்ட் வந்து ரியாக்ஷனை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாது, பட் ஒன்லி த ஸ்பீட் ஆஃப் த ரியாக்ஷன், ஸ்லோவாக நடக்கிற ஒரு ரியாக்ஷனை ஸ்பீட் பண்ணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் த டிஃப்ரென்ஸ். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த another one. A solid catalyst will be more effective if it is taken in a finely divided form. So solid catalyst only more effective when compared to powdered form. So அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? solid catalyst தான் effective-ஆக இருக்கும் when compared to powder catalyst. A catalyst can catalyze a particular type of reaction, hence they are said to be specific in nature. So what is the meaning for that? So catalyst, இப்போ வந்து நம்ம ஒரு catalyst, இப்போ say for example Haber's process, iron is used as a catalyst, right? So the iron can be used for all the reactions, that is not at all possible. So according to the nature of the reaction we are adding the catalyst. எல்லா ரியாக்ஷனுக்கும் ஒரே catalyst நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. according to the nature of the reaction, அந்த ரியாக்ஷனுக்கு என்ன தேவையோ அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி we can add the suitable catalyst. Okay, so next one is, in the equilibrium reaction, presence of catalyst reduces the time for the attain the equilibrium and hence it does not affect the position of the equilibrium. Suppose already ஒரு reaction, ஒரு reactant and the product are attain the equilibrium process, we are adding the catalyst means it the equilibrium after sometimes it will attain. So that is the reason it does not affect the position of the equilibrium and this equilibrium constant. So எவ்வளோ லேட்டாக நடந்தாலும் மறுபடியும் என்னவாயிடும்? அகெயின் அட்டைன் பண்ணுற equilibrium சேம் ஆகிடும். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த another one. Next one is, a catalyst is a highly effective in a particular temperature is called optimum temperature. What is mean by optimum temperature? So that is, in a particular temperature the catalyst is highly active, that temperature is called as optimum temperature. So இப்போ எந்த டெம்பரேச்சரில் full catalyst வந்து ஆக்டிவாக இருக்கோ that temperature is called as optimum temperature. So next one is, presence of catalyst generally does not change the nature of product. So for example SO2, so the reaction slow in the absence of catalyst but fast in the presence of, so this is one reaction. So generally does not change the nature of the product. இப்போ வந்து SO2 O2 ஓட சேர்ந்து SO3. So this is வந்து ஒரு காண்டாக்ட் ப்ராசஸ். இப்போ நார்மலாக இந்த ரியாக்ஷன் வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்லோவாக நடக்கும், பட் we are adding the vanadium pentoxide, it immediately forming the SO3. So that is the difference between the normally using the absence of catalyst and the presence of catalyst. Okay, this is the characteristics of this catalyst. Okay, என்னெல்லாம் characteristic? First one is catalyst is very small quantity is needed for the reaction. Some other one is some physical changes. It will be remains unchanged in a mass that can be chemical composition in the chemical reaction. So physical changes. So catalyst la வந்து எந்த இதுமே composition ல இருந்தாலும் அதில் கூட அது react ஆகக்கூடாது. So catalyst அப்படிங்கும்போது it cannot initiate the reaction. So now only the speed of the reaction. So solid catalyst will be more effective. Then a catalyst a particular type of reaction can they are said to be the depends on the nature. Suppose any equilibrium attain the reaction that the catalyst reduce the time, hence it does not affect the position of the equilibrium. So highly effective in a particular temperature, that is called as optimum temperature. Presence of catalyst generally does not change the nature of the reaction, only speed of the reaction. Okay, so this is the characteristics of the catalyst. Okay, what is meant by promoters? What is meant by catalytic poison? What is meant by promoter? What is the word meaning of promoter? That is enhance. இப்போ house promoters அப்படின்னா அந்த வீடு விற்கிறதுக்காக அவங்க இது பண்ணுவாங்க இல்லையா, ஸோ அதை என்ஹான்ஸ் பண்ணி சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் promoters. Here what is meant by catalyst? In the catalyst reaction, let's suppose in the presence of some certain substances increase the activity of the catalyst, that is called as promoter. So that is increase the catalytic activity. In already catalyst abinale speed of the reaction. Again suppose you are adding any of the chemical substance, according to that substance it will increase the rate of the activity of the catalyst, increase the activity of catalyst. So that is called as promoters. Okay, so say for example in the process of Haber's process, synthesis of ammonia, Haber's process. So here what is ammonia? Nitrogen plus 3 molecule of hydrogen. Here iron is the catalyst, right? That is 2 molecule of ammonia. Okay, so here that is the thing, 2NH3, that is ammonia. So for the ammonia synthesis this is the catalyst, but we are adding the molybdenum, MO. This is called as promoter. So important one, 2 mark question. So what is meant by promoters? What is meant by catalytic poison? So that is nitrogen. This is the Haber's process. This is catalyst. So we are adding the molybdenum. Again this increase the activity of the formation of the ammonia, means that is this is called as promoters. Next one is what is meant by catalytic poison? Catalytic poison. What is catalytic poison? Some of this certain substances when add the catalyst, the reaction decreases or completely destroy the activity of this catalyst. So that is completely destroy the activity of the catalyst, that is called as catalytic poison. Say for example, so here SO2 in the contact process, right? SO2, here SO3. Okay, in this that is contact process, platinum is used as a catalyst. This platinum is used as a catalyst, but here that is arsenic oxide, As2O3. Arsenic oxide is a catalytic poison. This catalytic poison destroy the activity of this platinum. So here that is As2O3 is a catalytic poison. Catalytic poison. Okay, so this is the another one. So next one is autocatalysis. What is meant by autocatalysis? Some of this product can act as the catalyst. So in this certain reaction, one of the product can act also catalyst. One of the product act as a catalyst. That is called as autocatalysis. Auto mean automatica. So your reaction la product வந்து catalyst வந்து act பண்ணும். So here that is one autocatalyst in the acetic ethyl acetate, CH3COO C2H5, that is ethyl acetate in the presence of water molecule to form the acetic acid CH3COOH plus ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. So here that is ethyl acetate H2O CH3COH into C2H5OH. Okay, so this is the another one. This is ethyl acetate. Here this acetic acid act as the autocatalyst. Okay, this acetic acid is used as a autocatalyst. So here again arsenic hydrate, arsenic and hydrogen. So here this arsenic acts as an autocatalyst. Okay, so next one is what is meant by negative catalyst. Negative catalyst. So what is meant by negative catalyst? Certain reaction, presence of certain substance decrease the rate of reaction. Decrease the rate of reaction, that is called as negative catalyst. Say for example chloroform. CHCl3 chloroform when react with oxygen to form the CO, carbonyl chloride plus H2O plus 2Cl2. Ethanol is a negative catalyst for the following reactions. So here we are adding in the presence of ethanol C2H5OH. So here ethanol is the decrease the rate of the reaction, that is called as negative catalyst. Negative catalyst. Decrease the rate of the reaction. Again in the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, dilute acid or glycerol act as a negative catalyst. So here another one example, H2O2, decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, 2H2O plus O2. The decomposition of hydrogen peroxide dilutes acid or glycerol act as a auto negative catalyst. Okay, so this is the another one. Okay, so next one is what are the theories of catalyst. What is the theories of catalyst? For a chemical reaction, the reactant ought to be activated to form the activated complex. So that is what is meant by activated complex. The energy required for the reactant to reach the activated complex. So ஒரு reaction நடக்கணும்னா ரெண்டு reactant சேர்ந்து ஒரு product form ஆகுது. அந்த reactant நடக்கணும் அப்படின்னா they need some energy. So activated the energy, that energy is called as activation energy, that can be decreased or increasing by the increased temperature. So the activation energy can be decreased by increasing the temperature. So in the presence of this catalyst, the reactants are activated to reduce the temperature. In other words, the activation energy is lowered. So that is here. This theories of catalyst can be explained according to the activation energy. This action of this catalyst, the chemical reaction, it is mainly two important things, that is intermediate compound formation theory. What is meant by intermediate compound formation theory? Intermediate theory. Intermediate, important 5-mark question. Intermediate compound formation theory. Formation theory. Okay, what is meant by intermediate compound formation theory? A catalyst by providing a new path with the low energy of activation. So here catalyst may combine with one or more reactant to form the intermediate compound. Say for example, this is one example, A plus B give AB is a product. That is two things are reactant, this is product, right? This is product. So what will happen? This AB, again it is combined with the catalyst. A react with catalyst to form the AC. That is called as intermediate compound. Intermediate na nadula product form ஆருக்கு முன்னாடி இடையில ஒரு compound form ஆகுது. So here C is the catalyst. Catalyst, again AC plus B gives AB plus C. Okay, so that is the activation energy. 2 and 3 are lower. So this is the first equation, this is second equation, this is third equation. The activation energy, first one is the activation energy increases. The here activation lower compared with the first one. The formation of the decomposition of the intermediate accelerate the rate of the reaction. So first one is என்ன நடக்குது? A and B reactant ஒரு product form ஆகுது. So இப்போ ஒரு catalyst add பண்றோம். அது A catalyst ஓட ஒரு intermediate complex compound form ஆகுது. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் திருப்பி B compound ஓட சேர்ந்து ABங்கிற product catalyst வந்து உங்களுக்கு regenerate ஆயிடுது. According to this concept, we give one example. What is that? The mechanism of this Friedel-Crafts reaction. What is Friedel-Crafts reaction? Friedel-Crafts reaction. What is the Friedel-Crafts reaction? So again, benzene CCH6 plus CH3Cl to form aluminum chloride, right? CCH5 CH3 plus HCl, right? This is the anhydrous aluminum chloride. So here this is A, this is B, this is AB, and this is called as, this is aluminum chloride, right? So now the action of the catalyst, how it can be explained. First one is enna nadakudhu, methyl chloride CH3Cl, CH3Cl, again aluminum chloride, it react with catalyst, again it will form this ion, so that is methyl ion, aluminum chloride ion, right? Now again is an intermediate. First one is A, C6H6 plus this ion, the intermediate compound CH3 plus AlCl4 minus. Okay, the intermediate compound combine to form the C6H5 CH3 plus aluminum chloride is regenerated, that is enzyme can be regenerated in the final product, right? So here that is the benzene. So again that is the ionic compound, that is intermediate compound. This is called as intermediate compound. Intermediate compound, this is also intermediate compound. This is B, this is catalyst, again it will form the intermediate. So that is what is intermediate compound, A and C. Okay, A and C, again it will be A, so to combine with the equation to form this compound. Okay, so this is the another one, this is the intermediate compound theory. So next one is, what are the limitations? The intermediate compound theory is failed to explain the action of catalytic poison and the activators and promoters. The theory is unable to explain the mechanism of heterogeneous catalysis. This is only applicable for the homogeneous mechanism, homogeneous compound. It is not applicable for the heterogeneous compound. So that is the limitation of this compound. Okay. So adsorption theory. What is next? We are going to see the adsorption theory. Okay, so next one is what is meant by adsorption theory. This can be explained with one diagram. This is A and B is the reactant, right? So this A and B is this is the first step. The A and B is the reactant. This is the surface. Now, what is the second step? The surface is the reactant are adsorbed on the surface. So here I am drawing that. So with the diffusers on the surface of the substance. So here this product A and B. Okay. A and B is attract on the surface of this catalyst. So this is surface of catalyst. Catalyst A and B is the reactant, right? Now it will attack on this. Now it will again the formation of activated. What is the third? This is the second step. What is the third step? The activated complex will be formed. Due to the activation energy, it will be activated complex will be formed, right? So here this is A and B, this is the activated complex will be formed. Now again it will be diffused. The product molecule, the next, what are the third step? After the third step, that is the product molecules are dissolved. So here now again it will be formed the product. What is the product? So here AB is the product, right? So AB is the product will be formed in that one. So AB is the product will be formed. Finally, it is dissolved from the, this is the fifth one. This is the dissolved from the substance. So that is A plus B giving the, again the product is AB. So here A, so the product is AB is the product is separated. That is the, this is the catalyst. Catalyst will be regenerated. Okay, so this is, we are considered one equation A plus B giving AB. This is the product. So first, what are the first step? Reactant molecules diffuse to the catalyst surface. So அப்ப என்ன நடக்குது? முதல்ல reactant எடுத்துக்கிறோம், ஒரு catalyst எடுத்துக்கிறோம், diffuse on the surface of the catalyst. The reactant molecule adsorb on the surface. So அதுதான் உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்திருக்கோம், reactions adsorb on the surface. What is the next step? The formation of activated complex. So ரெண்டும் சேர்ந்து ஒரு activated complex form ஆகுது. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு product form ஆகுது. Product form ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் that is the product diffuses from the surface. So surface of the catalyst ல இருந்து diffuse ஆயிடுச்சு. சரியா? So அதுதான் இங்க ஒரு 5 points. So this is the first step. Reactant molecule diffused to the catalyst surface. The reactant molecules dissolved on the surface of the catalyst. formation of activated complex, the product molecules are dissolved, the product diffuses away from the surface of the catalyst. Okay, so this is the adsorption theory. So adsorption theory in your textbook they giving some different diagram is there. So this is the general representation. In your textbook they give the diagram. So this is the nickel surface, right? This is hydrogen, 2 hydrogen molecule that is adsorbed on the surface. Again it will ethylene compound, ethylene reactant with that, adding with that compound ethylene, that is ethane complex compound will be formed, that is activated complex, right? That is ethane with activated complex, that is the nickel surface. So here again is the ethane will be regenerate. So that is this is the nickel catalyst. So nickel catalyst will be regenerate. This is the ethane. This is also example. This is the diagram of this adsorption theory. So next one is what is mean by activation center. What is mean by activation center? In a particular place. So that is, so the catalyst contains so many places. So right, the surface of this catalyst is not smooth. So that is called as what is mean by active center. What is mean by active center? All the surface is not smooth. All the catalytic surface is not smooth. So that is can each such location of the surface for coordinatively activated. Such site is called the activated. So catalystல எல்லா சைஸுமே இந்த சர்ஃபேஸ்மே வந்து கரெக்டாக ஆப்டாக இருக்காது. ஸோ அதில் பர்டிகுலர் எந்த சர்ஃபேஸில் ஹை சர்ஃபேஸ் எனர்ஜி இருக்குதோ தட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் activated center. So that is activated center means the reaction takes place in a particular place, that is called as active center, right? So the adsorption theory, they increase the surface area metal oxide by reducing the particle there. So what is the presence of active center? So many active center increase the rate of the reaction. Many active center increase the rate of the reaction. So that is the finely divided catalyst. இப்போ solid substance விட powder form having the more active center. So the action of catalytic poison occurs when the poison blocks the active center. So increase the surface area of the metal, reducing the particle, increase the acting of the catalyst and hence the rate of the reaction. So here that is first one is increase the surface area. Increase the surface area, increase the rate of the reaction. What is the second one? The action of catalytic poison. இப்போ catalytic poison அதில் இருந்ததுன்னா என்ன பண்ணும்? It is blocks the surface, active center. Block the active center. Active center. So next one is what is meant by promoter activator? Increase the number of active center on the surface. So promoter and activator increase the active center. Okay, this is the 3-point active center. What is mean by active center? So the location of the surface or the substance, the surface of the particular, the site of the reaction takes place. That is called as active center. Many active center mean the reaction will be more. So what are the properties of this? The presence of such active center, it increase the rate of the reaction and also it is the block the active center. Promoter and activator increase the active center. Okay, that's all about this active center. Tomorrow we see the continuation for the enzyme catalyst. Okay, thank you children.